My name's John. I live in College Park. Been living in all over like the bad areas of Atlanta, Decatur, College Park. So I'm here with you today, which is fantastic. I didn't know how this was going to be. 4:30 in the day. I have friends that don't get up till 4:30, so I thought it was going to be me, and us enjoying each other. Like, yo, do another one you did. But fantastic. People came to a poetry reading 4:30. That's great. So I'm gonna do some poems about me, which happen to kind of in some ways be about you. So this first one I'm gonna do is about like me growing up, because I look at like how things are now. It's just so crazy, and I think like the issue always like goes back to the parents, like because parents are kind of crazy sometimes a little bit, because they're like, you meet like a mother that's 16, a grandmother that's 32. That's just kind of crazy, you know what I mean? Like when the mother has on Reeboks that light up, it's an issue. It's like a problem. What can you teach me? You know what I mean? If you still like sitting around watching Pokemon, it's no good. So I wrote this poem. It's called Barbara, and this is about me growing up. And you may find yourself and my mother and your mother in this poem. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Mess up in school by the teacher I could beat. Come home and I'd catch it from Miss Taylor across the street, and my mom would come along beating my butt on the lawn talking about wait till your daddy gets home. And I'm like, for what? I'm a little cat, I ain't got but so much but I swear she was determined she was gonna smack it all. Go get me a switch was the call, bring two. Cause I know how you and your sister do. See, kids will be kids, but moms will be moms. You done did what you did, and mom's gonna show you right from wrong. And I'm gonna tell y'all what some folks just don't understand. See, she wasn't trying to raise a friend. She was trying to raise a man. So every now and again, she had to raise her hand, but there was love in her means and there was love in her ends. But a lot of folks out here, they live in love less. They trying to raise a child they can go to the club with, won't take their child to church, but together smoke cess. And if they cared more, maybe these kids wouldn't care less. I mean, y'all been to the mall and the grocery store. Y'all know. These kids really run the show. I saw this kid curse his mom. He could have been no more than 4. Had that been me, I'd have been picking my little butt up off the floor. She'd have beat me right there in the grocery store. She'd have beat me right there on Alpha. She'd have slapped my little butt on the way out the door. And I bet I wouldn't mess up in the store no more. I mean, I might not even go to the store. No more. For those that don't know, let me tell you how it's supposed to go. You put sir and ma'am after everything you say. You get out them school clothes before you go out to play. You finish your homework before you think about going out. And before those street lights hit, you get your butt back in this house. But Billy Mom let him stay out for an extra few. Boy, I don't give a damn what Billy Mama do. I will beat you. I will beat Billy. I will beat Billy's mama too. That's how my mom used to do. She'd be coming for your issue. And just before bed, on your forehead, gently kiss you, sing a song or two, or play a game with you, spell your name with you, or teach you 2 and 2. I'm old school. I had that speaking spell, cow goes moo. But let me ask you this. What in the world is a Pikachu? What is a Pokemon, a Furby? I mean, what the hell is a Teletubby? I remember the simple days. It was like easy bake ovens and my buddy, Bobby and Ken, G.I. Joe and the Schwinn, Rock'em Sock'em Robots used to play Connect 4. Pretty sneaky, sis. They don't play games like that no more. And that's it maybe because PlayStation drove them crazy. House of the Dead Doom and Resident Evil have made a pretty good shots, and the internet will lead you to where the guns get bought. Now you do the math, people, and tell me what you got. It's like Columbine High, multiple gunshots. The parents standing around like, well, who would have thought? And I'm looking at them like, well, you should have thought. And you should have taught, and maybe you should have fought. My mom didn't assume she knew exactly what was in my room. Underneath the bed and in the dresser drawers. I'm like, but mama, that's mine. She was like, ain't nothing up in here yours. She was like, you ain't paying no bills if you don't stop slamming these doors. There were bombs around my mom's. I was too busy doing chores. But I love my childhood. I don't know about yours. It was ice cream trucks in the summer, candy lady on the corner, hide and seek, kickball, dodgeball, trick or treat, freeze tag, you hit and tell me who can forget you and all your friends that you put your foot in. Bubble gum in the dish. And how many pieces do you wish? In my neighborhood, that was like a hit, and you've got to admit that kids these days just don't know what they done missed. Back in the day, when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Thank y'all for listening to that poem, Good and Kind People. All right. So I look at this, and I look at like parenting and how this thing's going, and I look at how this extends, to adult life. So when I used to live in Decatur, I used to live right by the South Decatur Mall, and used to be this little club there called Dudley's. It's like a little hole in the wall, like it wasn't even a wall, it was like a hole. So I used to go there every weekend, every weekend go and do a little dance, cut a little rug. It was like cats, fresh off their UPS job with the truck parked in front of the club, still in the brown uniform, in the club dancing, looking at the women like, what can brown do for you, So I used to be there. And one night I'm dancing, I leave, I go to leave. And this young lady stops me at the door and she informs me we're going to go home together. She had this night of love, passion, sex. And it was odd because I'd never seen her before, like in my life, not even that night had I seen her, And I was thinking to myself as a boy, my mom told me, if you do not know where a thing has been, do not put that thing in your mouth. And I think that is sound dating advice. You take it home with you this evening. So I went to work the next day and wrote a poem about this whole thing. It's called Hell No. And this right here is that right there. Hell no. Hell, y'all, look, I was finna go. Found myself on the dance floor with this chick that was talking real quick and dancing real slow. Now, she had very little on. She was dancing to the Get Low remix by Little John, and I was trying to get gone. Trying to get home. That's when the DJ decides to play Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. What do you do that for? She was like, oh, that is my song. And I was like, hell no. Hell, y'all, look, I was finna go. But she felt like she just had to tell me that she was drinking on Bellevue in town for one night, had a double hotel suite. Made sure I could see that her dress was from BB, bag by Louis, Prada shoes on her feet. I mean, a lot of dudes were trying to meet young Slim. Some sent champagne to her table, trying to pull her in their stable, hoping she would want them. And the complete irony in her choosing me from the sea of #1 stunners is that I'm an average Joe. An average schmo that really just didn't want her. As looks go, she was fairly pretty, but she was also fairly crunk. Not so fair-skinned, but yes, she was fairly drunk. Through slurred words, I heard nouns, adjectives, and verbs that were damn near felonies. She was telling me what she was going to do to me, which I thought was odd, seeing that she was completely new to me. Had I met her 3 hours ago on the street, she would have even known to speak. Now she's on the dance floor asking me to explore her inner freak, and I don't know what got into me, but I began to speak to her candidly over the beat. I said, sweets, you got these men on the edge of their seats, waiting for a chance to get at you. You flashing your tongue ring, you showing that cute tattoo. And I'm sure they don't even care that we can see your track glue, or that no woman this black can have eyes that blue. You've been in my ear for 3 songs about the freaky things that go on, the nasty things that you do, and I ain't even that cute. And I know I ain't the first dude that you done this to, so I got a question for you that's like way past due. Boo. How I know your kitty cat don't have clap like Pity Pat? Or worse yet, you could have the package and you trying to give me that. I mean, you could have herpes now, girl, please, that would be my luck. I mean, I ain't been a juvenile in a while, but you need to back that thing up. I mean, you deaf. Damn. You got your butt on the dance floor, shaking like some good jelly or some Def Jam. Yes, ma'am, I know baby's fat. Ain't nobody gonna question that. I'm sure the average cat is dying to come get you, trying to conscript you. I see your wide hips, I'm staring at your big picture, but I'm focusing on your details. And love, I'd love to get with you, but let's focus on your T-cells. Because passion's action might eat the devil's nights like D12. Before I could say any more, she left the dance floor and started making her way toward the door, but she paused by the rail where she pursed her fake lips and pushed up her fake tits and flipped her fake ponytail, and then she gave me the finger. With a fake fingernail, and I was like, hell no. Thank y'all so much for that poem, good and kind. All right.